Chapter 5, Energy and Momentum, Sun Tzu's The Art of War, also translated as Strength, Force, or the Use of Energy. In Chapter 5, Sun Tzu introduces the concept of energy, Shi, which refers to the dynamic forces that determine victory in battle. He explains that a skilled general knows how to harness energy, momentum, and organization to turn even a weaker army into an unstoppable force. The key lesson in this chapter is, a great commander doesn't just rely on brute strength. He creates momentum and synergy that make his forces overwhelmingly powerful. 1. The power of organization and control. Sun Tzu states, controlling a large force is the same as controlling a small one. It is a matter of organization and discipline. Managing an army is like pulling a single cord. Every part must move together. 1.1. The art of commanding large forces. A well-organized army fights as one unit, not as scattered individuals. With proper discipline, 10,000 men can act as if they were a single soldier. Clear hierarchy and commands ensure that troops react instantly without hesitation. Example, the Roman legion, 500 BCE to 476 CE. Roman armies were highly organized, with officers, squads, and battle formations. Their ability to follow commands instantly made them superior to larger but unorganized forces. 1.2 How to maintain order in battle. Sun Tzu compares battlefield management to conducting an orchestra. Everything must be coordinated. Methods of control, signals and drums for mass communication, flags and banners for visual coordination. Strict discipline to ensure soldiers follow orders precisely. Example, the Mongol army, 1206 to 1368, used smoke signals, flags, and drums to coordinate cavalry movements. This allowed them to execute complex battlefield maneuvers even with thousands of troops. 2. The two types of military energy. Sun Tzu identifies two key forces in warfare, type of energy, Chinese term, meaning example. Direct force. Ordinary, predictable attacks, infantry charging directly. Indirect force. Unpredictable, unconventional strategies, surprise ambushes, deception. However, 2.1, the balance between direct and indirect tactics. A skilled commander does not rely only on head-on attacks. Instead, he uses direct forces to engage the enemy, while indirect forces strike unexpectedly. This combination creates an unpredictable rhythm that confuses and overwhelms the enemy. Example, Battle of Cannae, 216 BCE, Second Punic War. Hannibal's Roman opponents expected a direct battle. Instead, he used an indirect strategy, allowing the Romans to advance while surrounding them. His smaller army completely destroyed a much larger Roman force. 3. The power of momentum and formation. Sun Tzu states, victory comes from momentum, not just strength. A boulder rolling downhill is unstoppable. It does not rely on its size, but on the force of gravity. 3.1 Using momentum to dominate the battlefield. Small forces, when given momentum, can crush larger armies. Momentum multiplies strength. A well-timed attack can be many times more powerful than an uncoordinated charge. Generals must learn to push the boulder at the right moment to create unstoppable force. Example, Napoleon's use of massed artillery, 1900s. Instead of scattered cannon fire, he concentrated firepower in key locations to create overwhelming momentum. Once enemy lines broke, cavalry charges exploited the weakness and destroyed opposition forces. 3.2. The importance of battlefield formations. Armies must be positioned to amplify their strength. Formations should adapt to the terrain, enemy movement, and available resources. Example, the phalanx formation, ancient Greece. A tight, disciplined formation of soldiers maximized defense and offensive power. When properly executed, it allowed smaller forces to defeat larger ones. Flexibility and adaptability in war. Sun Tzu states, in war there are no constant conditions. Only those who adapt will win. A commander who follows rigid tactics will be defeated by one who adapts. 4.1 The danger of predictability. If an army uses the same tactics repeatedly, the enemy will learn to counter them. Variation in attacks and deception keep the enemy off balance. Example, Genghis Khan's fake retreat tactic, 1200s. Mongol cavalry pretended to flee in panic, luring enemies into overextending. When the enemy pursued, they were ambushed by hidden reserves. 4.2 Commanders must adjust to changing conditions. Battle conditions change rapidly, and a great general must be able to improvise. Adaptability beats raw strength in war. Example, U.S. Marines OODA Loop, Modern Warfare, observe, orient, decide, act, a rapid decision-making process to adapt in real time. This method has been used in dogfights, ground battles, and cyber warfare. 5. Key takeaways from Chapter 5. 1. Energy is the foundation of victory. Momentum and organization multiply power. 2. A well-trained army fights as one. Proper discipline allows large armies to move with precision. 3. Direct and indirect tactics should be combined. Use predictable attacks to engage the enemy, then strike unexpectedly. 4. Momentum can overcome superior numbers. A small force with proper positioning and timing can crush a larger one. 5. Formations matter. Armies should be positioned to maximize strength based on terrain and enemy weaknesses. 6. Flexibility wins wars. Commanders who adapt will always defeat those who rely on rigid strategies. Conclusion. Chapter 5, Energy and Momentum, teaches that victory is not just about strength, but about how strength is applied. A great commander harnesses force, organization, and momentum to create an overwhelming advantage. By combining direct and indirect tactics, maintaining discipline, and adapting to battle conditions, an army can dominate even a stronger enemy.